What's up, everybody? Ugh, ew, hated that. Let's try that one more again. What's up, everybody? My name is Scotti. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing the test number 2, round 2. It's called the test hypothesis rising. And if you have watched the test video, you already know what this is. If not, click the eye above you. Don't know which side it's on. I think it's that side, but it could be that side. You really never know until you remind yourself when you watch the video back when you edit. But anyway, we're going to get into the test hypothesis rising, and my code word or my keyword or my fancy word, whatever, was justice. I don't know where I was supposed to leave that, but I did write it down. Oh, this is a different person. Who are you? Hello? Hello and welcome to my office. You're not the same. Hello? Please excuse the mess. Yeah, you seem like you had a situation going down in here. I don't know why you brought me here with your place looking like this. It's kind of embarrassing for you. I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point, okay? Sometimes you have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like for you to ask yourself, okay? Are you happy? That is a good question. When I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great. It's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. Well, that's very sweet of you, Fate. I appreciate that. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow inside and out. I don't know why I didn't like the way you said that. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking. I wasn't asking that, but sure. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, okay, 100% entire honesty, yep, and yeah, we went through this already. We went through this, yep, from the last game. Don't lie, we got it. Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. Suffer how? And believe me, you will suffer. Okay, dang. Let's be moving on. Yes, you have wasted a lot of time. You said you weren't going to waste time with the blibber bab chip chap doob doob doo. But you did, though. Why did you waste all that time in the beginning talking about, so you really need to play the test before you play the test number 2, and then go and rehash what we went through with the test? And if you have watched that video and you're wondering why I look exactly the same as I did in that video, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Some basic, easy questions. Okay, perfect. I don't like how the music just changed. That didn't. Why are you acting like that? If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just answering the questions. It's about many different. Yeah, we went through that. Many different factors. Yeah, we've been through that already. We know. That being said, it's more important to take your time. And yeah, bruh, you taking a little bit too much time. You said you weren't gonna dilly dally, and yet here you are, dallying the dilly. For what? Come on now. Do you feel uncomfortable? I feel like this music is louder than it needs to be, even though I made it very quiet. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? No, I don't. Are you nervous? No, I'm not. Do you feel cold? No, I'm actually a little warm. I would open this window, but I don't need everybody hearing me talking about whatever we gonna talk about. Do you feel sad? Currently in this moment, no. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting even though they didn't deserve it? I would say no. Do you crave acceptance by others? Certain others, yes. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yeah. Do you know what heartbreak? It was heartbreaking when I lost the loved one. Yeah. Or are you talking about like like romantic? You're talking about romantic. Well, they said to build my own scenarios, so I'm building my own scenarios. Do you believe in demons? We've discussed this. Okay, we have discussed this already. The demon got me in my sleep. We been there, did that. If you're wondering what the hell is going on, go ahead and watch that video that I mentioned earlier, or maybe it's on this side, but it will be linked up there. Do you believe in demons? Yes. Why you say that like that? Do you believe in curses? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? We've been through this. Yes. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Well, I guess it would depend on who the ghost was. If it was somebody I didn't know, I would move out that day. But if it was somebody I did know, for example, if it was my grandpa or my grandma, I don't think they would be there to do me any kind of harm. Maybe they would just think, "What's up?" If it was a family member, someone I know, I would still live there, yeah. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? Yes. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without you knowing it? What are you trying to say? Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces? Well, do I believe in Jumanji? No, I don't, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Would you like to make more friends? I think the idea of making more friends and having a wider network, sure, but the actual process of that in practice, getting to know people is one of the most annoying things in the world to me. Having to start from zero and learn about people and do all that, it's a lot. Theoretically, would I like to make more friends? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Yeah, like I said, most of the time. Do you feel lonely? No. Excuse me? Hello? Blink twice if you need help, okay? Do you make friends easily? No. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Ooh, drama is annoying. I can't deal with it. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Now that's kind of complicated. When you say near death, do you mean was I personally on the verge of death? Like, was I injured so badly that I would have died if not for medical attention? Or do you mean a situation in which if things had gone differently, I would have died? It was a long time ago. We were driving my sister to a basketball game and we got into, well, it wasn't an accident. The car spun out of control on the freeway. And when it finally stopped spinning, I think the tire popped or something like that. When we finally stopped spinning, on my side, like my sister was sitting in front of me and I was sitting behind the passenger seat, and there was a truck that was like pretty close. Like I'm sure the lady really had to slam on her brakes to stop her truck from hitting our car. None of the other cars around us hit us, including that truck. But under different circumstances, I think that would have resulted in death. So in my mind, have I had a near-death experience? I would consider that a near-death experience. Because having a car spin out of control on a freeway changes you in a way, okay? Do you like horror movies? Yes. This is all very interesting. Is it? Have you played the test? Yes, we've been over this. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? Are you just promoting your shit? Do you have a low opinion of yourself? Again, is this a depression diagnostic? Is that what we're doing? Do I have a low opinion of myself? Yes, I do. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? Well, no, because I just said I have a low opinion of myself. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? Does she need my help? Is the question. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? I don't think running late would make a difference, but if she needed help, I would help her. But does she need help is the question. Are you saying she needs help just because she's old? Because there are plenty of old people that are more agile than me. If she needed my help, I would, but would you kill? What kind of question is this? Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? What? No. What's wrong with you? What kind of question was that? Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate? No! Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? No. No, I don't think so. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they really get stuck? Why would I want them to get... No! Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? Not that I can think of. Are you streaming live? No. Are you recording this? Maybe. Listen to you. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? You maybe you tapped into my webcam, sure. If you've left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? I've never left a comment. Also, when they said leave a comment with your special word or whatever, your secret word, where were you supposed to leave that? In Steam? I still don't. Anyway, if you've left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to what you've taken the time to write? I've never left a comment, so no. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Oh, thank you. Are you afraid of snakes? Not most of them, no. Do you believe in magic? We already went over this. Have you cried in the last month? In the last month? Have I cried in the last month? In the last month? Have I cried? I don't think so. Do you have a hero? No. Mm-mm. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? Do you enjoy outdoor activities? No. I prefer to be inside. I paid to be inside, so I like to be inside. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? Sometimes. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Yes. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yes. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? Yes. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? I've only been in like one real relationship, and the answer is no. It was only like 3 weeks. Well, we dated twice. Once was like 2 or 3 weeks, and the second time was like a month or so. So, I don't know if that counts. Have you ever been cheated on? He better not have. We were barely together. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? According to my personality type, which is INTJ from, what is it called, 16personalities.com. According to that, I am judgmental, so I'm sure. You see what? What you see? Oh, so you think you're the only one allowed to judge people. Is that what this is? Are you a hero to someone else? I hope not. Let me not say that. Let me not say that because I'm not saying it necessarily in a negative way. And that I can be a very self-deprecating person, but that was not intended to come off like that. Do you love animals? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? I don't use Tinder. Hello? Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? Yes. Are you intoxicated right now? No. Well, that makes one of us. How hard is your life that you acted like this? Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? Not particularly. Are these questions a bit strange? A little bit. Do you have a vivid imagination? Yes. That's why I write. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? Yes, I do. Do you consider yourself to be antisocial? Yes, I would. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? Again, I don't believe I'm a grudge holder. I believe that I remember and I act accordingly. I wouldn't say that's holding a grudge. Have you ever urinated in public? Like peed outside? You know what? I have. We were on our way to the zoo, and I want to say it was maybe not that long after I had bladder surgery, and I was about to piss on myself. And I think my grandma took me to a bush or something. I've ever urinated in public, yes. Do you like pineapple? No, I do not. Would never do that. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? Unfortunately, sometimes. No. Do you think you've got a big ego? No. Would you consider yourself? Why do you keep asking that? Do you have something that you need to get off your chest? Have you ever masturbated into a fishbowl? What is wrong with you? Well, then you can't be that kinky. Okay, well, dang, I didn't realize you had to be into some weird, fucked up, nasty shit to be considered. My bad. Okay, that was my bad. I guess I didn't tell the truth. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? What is this, some Saw type shit? Listen, I have a very strong self preservation instinct, and again, if it's my life or your life, I'm going to have to take your life or I'm going to make an attempt. And that just is what it is. Even if they didn't deserve it. I don't know what they do or don't deserve. All I know is that I personally feel as though I deserve to live. So that's just that on that. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Now you just asked me that same question in reverse. And I don't know that I would. Would I? It depends. If it was a child, I think I would. If it wasn't a child, I don't think I would. And I'm just keeping it a stack with you. They told me to be honest. How do I answer this? Well, a child would be a complete stranger, so I'll say yes. It is even more interesting. See, but I feel like I'm just creating weird scenarios in my head that are making this much more difficult for me to get through. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? Yes. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yes. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? If I could attend my own funeral before I died, would I take the opportunity to do so? What would I do? I guess make sure it looked good, make sure they didn't do me dirty, make sure my casket looking decent. I don't know how to answer this. You could attend your own funeral before you died. I'm gonna say no. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you. No, we already talked about this. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? Something like what? No. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? Yes, I would use it on child molesters. Listen, again, if you're lost, if you didn't watch the video about the test, watch that one first and then come back. Just keep this open in a separate browser and watch that and come back. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? No, I wouldn't. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? That's an interesting question. If someone threatened to kill me, how are they threatening me? Are they threatening me with words or are they threatening me with the weapon? Because if they threaten me with words, probably not. If they threaten me with a weapon, hell yeah, I'm going to react in violence. Because again, say it with me now. If it's my life or your life, I'm taking your life or I'm going to attempt to. It just is what it is. If someone threatened to kill me, I'm going to say yes. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized? Sure. Money is money, bro. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront? Hell yes. So I heard that you had something to say. So now that you said it to them, you can say it to me because clearly you don't have a problem talking about it. So let's talk about it. If you had to eat a raw squirrel, wait, if you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? Am I going to guarantee stay alive? Because I feel like squirrels have diseases and things. Because I'll eat the raw squirrel brains and live and then die from the disease that I got from the squirrel brains. If I, assuming that I would eat them and then live for real and not die of a disease immediately afterward, yes, I would. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? None of my family remembered. So it's not like everyone forgot, it's only my family. I'm sure we got photo albums we could go through. Would you choose to leave and start a new life? No. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? I don't know that they would fit. Number one. Number two, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think, presumably, I stumbled upon them in my car. So the better solution would be to put them in my vehicle, not to give them my clothes and then walk home naked. No, that doesn't even make sense. If someone accidentally hit you in their car but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? I can confirm this has happened to me, and I was hella annoyed because story time. We were at the gas station, right? This car was parked just outside of the convenience store area. I don't know if their friend went in to get some food or something, or they were going in to pay. Well, they weren't at a pump. I can't imagine they were going in to pay. But they went in, and the person comes out, gets in the passenger seat. Now, there are two ways to exit this gas station. They could have gone straight, or they could have backed up to go out the exit I was coming into. They chose the latter. And because they apparently weren't paying attention, did not check any mirrors, did not look over the shoulder, just kept backing up. I put my car in reverse because I couldn't go around them and they were backing up. And I'm trying to reverse and they're reversing faster. And I start to honk and then they hit me. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? And he gets out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even see you there. Clearly, if you had checked even one mirror, you would have seen me behind you because you had about 10 feet of space before you hit me, and you still hit me anyway. And then he goes, well, this is me, my car, and I don't really have insurance. My mom will be really mad at me, blah, blah. I'm like, you gonna give me your phone number. My car looked fine. It was a little tap. It was barely a tap. It's not like there was serious damage. But I was like, well, you gonna give me your phone number because if something goes down, you can give me your phone number, your mama phone number, whoever phone number, but I'm taking down somebody's phone number. I'm getting my shit looked at. And I was going to the dealership anyway not too long after that. Nothing was wrong with my car. It was perfectly fine. I wasn't hurt. They weren't hurt. It was a really stupid situation. I was irritated, but I got over it much quicker than I would have if there was some damage to my vehicle. Because how you just backing up and you didn't even look? For what reason are you driving like that? You don't have a license, or I think license had been suspended, something like that. It was their mama car. You were just in the wrong too many times. You need to take your ass home. But anyway, the answer is yes. Have you looked for any hidden meanings or messages? No, I have not. Can't lie and say I have. Maybe you should have been. For what? Somebody already said talk to me. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all this other than just simply answering question after question? Am I wondering that? No. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? Yes. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on. It depends on how hard it's raining. But I live in California, Southern California to be specific, and we don't get a whole lot of rain around here. So I guess I agree. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind, wanting to start again? Sometimes I feel like a plastic bag in the wind. Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? Yes. Rings used as ceremonial wedding Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated. Do you agree? Kinda. But it's also a symbol that you're married. But then again, that don't stop some people. Did you realize that the, Did you realize that the first letter of the last six questions when combined spells out the word murder? Is that why you asked me if I felt like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Do you know why that is? I'm sure you're going to tell me. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No, I can't say it does. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have got? No, I can't even lie. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? No. Who? Who? Do you hear someone in your room? No, I hear me in my room. Why? Is somebody in there? Knock twice if you need help. Do you see the shadows closing in? These shadows. Actually, I don't think they did close. Did they close in? Do you see the shadows close? I don't think they closed in. Did they? I'm not paying that close of attention, Faith. Okay, that's my bad, I guess. No, I don't. Do you feel like you're being watched? Do you feel like you're watching me? Yes. Did you look around your room a moment ago? I did. Just to double check. Do you like long walks on the beach? No. Walking on the beach is horrible. I get shin splints almost every time. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? I do. I feel like I'm a pretty good gift giver. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? No. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? I've never thought about that. Do I love my family more than I love myself? Well, considering that I've dealt with a lot of self-hatred in my life, I will say yes. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? Yes, I do. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? What kind of buffoonery is this? Oh, Lord, no. Do you believe that you're human? That's a good question. I've been told that that's what I am. I don't know if it's true, though. I could be anything. I could be an alien. If you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? No, that seems really inconvenient. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop? That ain't none of my business. Listen here, all due respect, it's none of my business. Every time I watch one of those videos where someone in loss prevention is trying to stop somebody who's robbing the place, to me that's dumb. A, because I'm pretty sure in the company manual it tells you not to physically prevent them from leaving. But B, it's not your shit. Why are you taking your job that seriously? You do not get paid enough to run down the parking lot and all of that chasing after somebody. You don't. So why are you doing it? I remember, I think this was last year. My sister and I had gone to Home Depot. Why? I couldn't tell you. But there were 2 or 3 employees. One of them was Home Depot security, and they were trying to track down and chase this woman who they thought was stealing, who maybe was stealing. I don't know. But they chased her through the parking lot, called police. Police were chasing her. It was a whole ordeal. And I don't recall if she had a bag or not, but I don't know that she had actually taken anything. And anything that she may have taken couldn't have been that valuable for them to spend as much time as they spent away from the sales floor chasing after this lady. And I'm like, you guys, you do not get paid enough to run after this woman. Why are you doing this? Stop. Stop. It's not that serious. Just tag the cameras. Next time she comes in to rob the place, then you can call security and have her arrested, whatever. But that, I've never understood that. I have worked a retail job where there was a risk of stealing, and the protocol for that was just what, I don't even remember what the phrase was, but it was something like tag the cameras. And that's how you knew somebody was in there stealing or was about to steal, because one of the, what was it called? The LODs would say tag the cameras. Ooh, somebody's stealing. Damn. And you just move on with your day. Why are you chasing after this person? It's not mine. It's not coming out of my check. I'm not tripping off of it. They have insurance for that. I'm not, it's not my business, okay? It's really not. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year had passed, would you do it? I don't want to be an eagle, because there are a lot more predators that hunt eagles than hunt people. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, that sounds unbelievable. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? Isn't that what he did in The Martian? Is that what the movie was called, The Martian? Yes, I would pick potatoes. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue? No. If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? I've heard that that is not true, that it doesn't work. So no. Was that question difficult? I don't think it was. Do you feel mortal? Do I feel mortal? Yes. Do you enjoy loud music? What is with that question? Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Not usually, no. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? Yes. Do you ever feel depressed? Yes. You're not alone. Yeah, I know. Do you feel relaxed? Currently? Oh, almost hit no. Currently, I feel relaxed. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? No, but that would be nice. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? No. I'm going to take special note of that one. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Do you always look both ways before? Hell yes. People peel around corners like you wouldn't believe. Do you wash your hands every day? I wash my hands a lot. Do you feel uncomfortable using public? Yes, usually. Is winter your favorite season? I don't have a favorite season. Do you know anyone named Josh? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Are you wondering why that last question? Yes, I am actually. Oh, so we are just moving on. Okay. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I think I was. Would you continue? Is the next question gonna be, is your mouth dry? Would you consider yourself to be artistic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? Dominant how? Am I dominating my life? No. Am I dominant in life in the sense of being in charge or wanting to be in charge? Yes. Do you feel that you've got too much time on your hands? No. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Can I be easily? No. Are you easily excitable? No. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? Yes. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? Well, I'm equating this to sleeping, and I don't think sleeping and relaxing are the same thing. Do I have a difficult time relaxing? No. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Do you trust easily? Hell no. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Yes, I would. Have you ever told a lie? Everyone has. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Have I ever lied to my best friend? You know what? I don't think I have. Have I ever lied to her? What would I lie to her about? I don't think so. I don't think so. Have you ever lied to your family? Oh, yes, I have. Have you lied about any answers? No, I don't think I have. Are you wondering why all of these questions have to do with lying? A little bit. This is all very useful information. So we're just going to move on. We're just going to keep going. Okay. Are you a people pleaser? Are you a people pleaser? I don't think so. Am I a people pleaser? No. What does people pleaser mean? Okay, this one I need some outside help. Hey Siri, what is a people pleaser? Is someone who strives to keep the peace and avoid conflict at all costs, often at their own expense. Okay. Okay, now that is a very interesting. A people pleaser is typically someone everyone considers helpful and kind. When you need help with a project or someone to help you study for an exam, they're more than willing to step up. If you recognize yourself in the above description, you may be a people pleaser. Okay, psychologytoday.com. 10 signs you're a people pleaser. 1. You pretend to agree with everyone. No. 2. You feel responsible for how other people feel. Do you? No. Okay, even based on the description, the answer is no. 3. You apologize often. Feel burdened by the things you have to do. You can't say no. You feel uncomfortable if someone's angry. Okay, maybe I'm not. I'm going to say no. Do you enjoy being the center? Not all the time. Most of the time, no. Do you feel like you've got a good sense of humor? Hell yes, I'm funny as hell. Do you frighten easily? No. Ew. Wait, where did you go? Where did you go? Are you coming back? Hello? Did you let someone in the room? What happened? It feels like you're no longer in control of this situation. That's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment. This was the simple segment. You're home alone, it's dark, and it's storming outside. All of the sudden, why do people say all of the sudden? I thought it was all of a sudden. Is it all of the sudden? Have I been wrong this entire time? Anyway, not relevant. All of the sudden, there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's inside your house. What do? I whoop their ass if I can. Grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon. Ignore the knocking and hope it goes away. Ask who is it. I would never ask who is it. Boldly open the door. I would never do that either. That's the thing. If it's a person, I fully would arm myself. Because how could someone get in? Because I stay with the doors locked. Because sometimes you just roll over and go back to sleep. For example, when I first moved in here, I would wake up every night, 3:30 a.m. on the dot. Also, there was one night, not too long after I moved in here, where there was tapping inside my closet. Did I get up and investigate? No. Did I ask, who is it? No. I politely closed my eyes, rolled over, and tried to go back to sleep because if I can't see it, it can't see me. I would probably grab a weapon. Because if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you could spare some change. Tell the man you've got no change left to offer. Tell the homeless woman to share with the man. Tell the homeless man to ask the woman for some of her change. Tell the homeless man that you'll get some more from somewhere. I do not imagine I would do option 4. Tell the homeless man to ask the woman. I would just say, I ain't got none. I'm sorry. I gave it to her. I gave it all to her. Both your mother and your father fall. I'm saving my mom, and that's on period. And there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. That doesn't surprise me. Why not? Why not? You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. Why would I be in a dumpster? For what reason would I be in there? Inside, there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Ew. Under the vial, there's a note that says the cure for cancer. Now, that's bullshit. Turn the case into a professional entity so they can utilize it. Keep the gold bar. I would just leave it. I would leave it all there because that sounds like a setup. What is the closest answer to leaving everything? I guess that would be option number one. What a wasted opportunity. Opportunity for what? See, that's the problem with people these days. Not minding your business is the number one leading cause of death. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge. That's all you've been doing this whole time. You're stuck alone inside of your house and you're starving to death. Why am I stuck inside of my own house? Why am I stuck inside of my own house? What? You're stuck alone inside of your house and you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food and no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around is your family pets. I'd just die. We all dying. If I'm dying, we all dying. Why am I not surprised? You won't stop saying that. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around inside. Call the fire department, keep my distance, because that is the only option. You don't run into a fire. I know they do that in movies all the time. You don't run into a fire. It's not intelligent. If I run in to save you and I die, you still burn to death. So, hello 911, there's a fire. Come quick. First of all, why would you walk away? Call the fire department. They're professionals. That's why they exist. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in my room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. Well, you don't look under the bed. That's not intelligent. Hide under your covers and wait patiently. Verbally call. Why does everyone call out? Jump out of bed and run out of the room. I don't know if can I get away quick enough? Because if I can get away quick enough to where she doesn't grab me. But listen, low key, if I can't see it, it can't see me. How did she get under there? I have so many questions. My two answers are hide under the covers and wait and jump out of bed. Because to me, that sounds like a demon. And when you acknowledge the demon, that's when they attack. They wait for you to acknowledge them. And then they attack. I just pretend I didn't hear that shit. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. That sounds like a setup. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. I'm not taking it. He claims that when the watch stops ticking and marks the moment your time runs out on this earth, what do? Decline the offer and keep walking. That seems like the only option. Like I said, I don't want to know when I'm going to die because that just leads me to dread the moment. I know that it's coming and there's nothing I can do to stop it, and that just gives you anxiety. That would just give me anxiety. You can keep it. I don't want it. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. Well, considering this is a wall, I don't imagine that would happen. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC, immediately jump up and turn around, scream and stay still, spin around with a vicious elbow. Now that sounds like an option. Tell them to squeeze harder. You could use a nice massage. You ain't right. Elbow that ass. You're sitting in the bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What? The hand emerges from the water. Get out. Don't just stay. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep, dark hole. A man is standing above you looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin. It puts the lotion on his skin or else it gets closed again. Well, you're sitting at home alone and all of a sudden your door slams shut. That happens often actually because the window, the cross breeze and all of that. You see it before your very eyes and know that no one is home and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. Oh, Well, my door would already be closed, so I can't imagine I would have that problem. I don't know how to answer this because this would never happen to me. Either my window was open or my door is already closed. I feel like arming myself is always the best option. You see a massive spider in your room the size of your hand. What do you do? Girl, this is his house now. Okay? He don't even have to pay rent. This is his house now. I don't live here anymore. He can put his name on the lease. Grab something bigger to smash it. Well, I guess we're moving out. Burn the entire house down. Try to capture it alive for science. Honestly, okay, maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe I'm being dramatic because I can't imagine I would just move out. Because then you would have to move all of your stuff knowing that the spider is still in there somewhere. Every time you grab something, every time you move something, the spider might be underneath. I feel like the only thing to do is to try to kill it. I'm not capturing it alive for science. That's what I'm not going to do. But in my mind, though, well, this is his house now. It is what it is. Your closest family member tells you, I'm sweating, bro. Let me turn. No, because it's going to mess with the microphone. Damn. It's hot. Why am I sweating? Drink some of this soap water. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. Tell them you don't want to know any more details. Turn them into the authorities. Ask them information so you can help them stay out of trouble. Try to convince them that they need help. It depends which family member. Tell them that you don't want. I can't even lie. I might just be like, look, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. You didn't say that. This conversation never happened. If you found out that you only had one day, here we go, one day left to live. Tell everyone that I loved. No. Do something insane. No. Not tell anyone at all. Just act as if nothing has changed. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer. Now that sounds like some bullshit. First of all, if my dog ever started talking to me, I'd have to get rid of him. I'm sorry, Sammy, but we couldn't kick it no more. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed some... Tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Again, I didn't hear that. You didn't say that. This conversation never happened. You're driving in your car and you suddenly run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. Call. Wow. Turn yourself in. Drive away. No. I'm just gonna... You got one more time. You got one more time. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? I don't really get jealous to begin with. Never get angry. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? Your friends, probably. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? In space, come on now. Would you rather donate... I'm still wearing the NASA t-shirt. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs? Donate my organs to people who need... Oh, I didn't read the rest of the question. I am an organ donor, so when I die, if there's something decent left to harvest, they will do so. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? I'm not going to prison for something that I didn't do. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now? Or... That was a weird way to phrase that. Or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? Well, if you love your job, it's not work. You'll never work a day in your life, or whatever people say. you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years? Or have your dream job but have to work till the day you die? Do I want to work till the day I die? I don't know that I do. Well, what if I die tomorrow? I'm retiring in 10 years. Would you rather every shirt you'll ever wear be somewhat itchy or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? One-ply toilet paper, because then you just use a lot of it. Would you rather have skin that changes colors depending on your mood or have tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? That's weird. Color changing skin. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? I'll take orgasm shits for 5,000. Orgasm when I see a dog. I know, I feel like that would get old really fast. Whatever. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents and the only way to get them to switch back would what? Something is actually wrong with you. No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just answer the question. No. Sex with my parent in my partner's body or sex with my partner in my parent's body? Sex with my parent in my partner's body or sex with my partner in my parent's body? There's something actually wrong with whoever made this game. This is some sick ass shit. Either way, it's not right. Something wrong with you. You are sick. You are demented. Is something actually wrong with you? I feel like I'm more comfortable around spiders because spiders are literally everywhere all the time for no reason at all. Snakes don't really scare me. Scorpions, dogs, I love dogs. Even the bad ones. I'm talking to you, Sammy. I'll say scorpions. Because I've never been around a scorpion. I don't have a favorite. We've been over this. Okay. Hey Siri, can you pick a number 1 to 4? Random number 2. Oh, I love that you can do that. Random number 2. Okay, well, vanilla. Thank you, Siri. Go to sleep. Out of the following options, which do you personally value the most? Family, friends, money, or freedom? Which do you personally value the most? I ain't even gonna lie to you. The following options, which could you most live without? Probably money. Which statement is the most accurate? I want to say smart. Of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished. What are you most afraid of? Probably still dying alone. Almost finished, but I've got one final question. Have you ever punched a nun? You have to chill with that. Apologies to whatever nun was punched in the making of this game. First and foremost, I'd like to start with the blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any... Okay, get to the point. I knew it was going to be time. I knew it. Now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you've been spending your time in order to achieve what you need most. Okay. Let's see. Can you think a little faster? This is clear as day. Okay, tell me. There's a big piece to life's grand puzzle that you are missing on a daily basis. There are bridges in your life that have been collapsed either by your own doing or by someone else, but either way, this has affected you more than you may realize. And that's fair. Judging from the looks of things, you really need to reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a long while. It doesn't matter how the conversation will end up going. It doesn't matter if it will be boring, pleasant, or painful. What matters most is that you spend the time having this conversation with them because there's something very valuable that you're going to learn by talking to them. You're going to get a certain feeling, a certain emotion. Focus not on what they say, but how they make you feel. That emotion is the key to your next step in life. Is it? Take a little bit of time out of your day to get in contact. You'll be very thankful that you did. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Cool. Your secret word is closure. Why do I feel personally attacked every time I play this game? Cool. Well, that's that. Well, that was the test part 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this What? Thank you so much for watching. I don't know what I'm... Could play something together. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you enjoy what I do on the channel, make sure that you like, comment, and then go on ahead and subscribe on your way out. And I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Peace. What the hell? This game done broke my brain.